Saturday morning cars and coffee, heading there now. I'm in the Mustang, as you can see. So Saturday morning cars and coffee, you know, usually a pretty nice turnout. So we're gonna head over there, see what shows up. It's a little overcast, you know, possible chance of rain. So hopefully something cool will show up. We'll see. That's funny. You guys fell down. Alright guys, I'm over here at Harley Davidson. As you can see, there's you know, quite a thing going on here. Got some bouncy houses, a whole bunch of bikes. So when I pulled in the parking lot, came over to the bike parking, I spotted one of my former bikes. This guy right here. It's an Independence chopper. I got this guy over in South Carolina. Bought it from a guy. This bike is pretty awesome. I kind of kicked myself in the butt for selling it, but you know, it's what I do. Buy, sell, trade, all that good stuff. So here's the road glide. There's the backside of the chopper, and she was a fun bike to ride. And then here's his buddy's bike. Oh boy, look at this road glide, man! The thing is beautiful. Look at that thing, man! That thing is beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna walk around, see if I see anybody else I know. Bring you back when I see something cool. That's pretty awesome. Harley Davidson's giving out some free food. That's some free chicken. Savannah Harley Davidson, free chicken.
15 seconds. 15 seconds. Alright. Come on. Who's gonna win that $100 check card? 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Nice job, y'all.
Good job, guys.
Nice
Good job.
Pie eating contest, obviously. Man, this bike here, man, she is pretty. Look at that, Screaming Eagle 110. Woo. Nice soft tail. That sucker is nice. I'm really mechanical. I really love those Springer front ends. Thought about putting a Springer on Charlene, but you know, maybe someday, or maybe I'll just buy a Springer. But man, this sucker is beautiful. I even like the color match helmet he's got there. Or she, could be a girl, could be a woman riding that bike. That thing is pretty though. I think the weather kept a lot of the guys on the bikes away. As you can see, there's a lot of cars in the parking lot, a lot of kids here. You know, good little festival, good little time at the Harley dealership. But you know, Mother Nature, it's not looking you know, especially in that direction, which just happens to be the way that I'm going. So yeah, so this is Harley Davidson's July 3rd, July 4th festival. Just kind of give you guys a quick little look at, you know, what happens down here in Savannah. They do this, you know, Memorial Day, July, 4th of July, Veterans Day. They do a nice little thing here. But yeah, so this is July 4th festival, and we'll catch you again next time. And oh, by the way, these little guys flying around, those are Savannah Sand Gnats. They're usually not out you know, in July. Usually they're only out in the spring and the fall, but these little bad guys, they're out right now. So you see me, yeah, that's the Savannah sand gnats. All right, I just got back to the house. Ran through a little bit of rain, not too bad. It's kind of weird that, you know, you're probably gonna think that I'm weird for saying this, but I wish it would have rained just, you know, a little bit more, a little bit harder, so I could get an idea how much rain or how much water, you know, I'm gonna get all up in the teeth whenever I'm out riding somewhere, you know, downpours, you know, harder. But yeah, so we got one more thing this weekend coming up, and that's gonna be actually two more things. Tonight there's a 4th of July party down there, down the street, down that way. So we're gonna hit that up. Maybe I'll videotape some good old fireworks. You know, we're down here in Georgia, we get the good stuff that shoots up, you know, real high and goes boom. Fortunately I don't have PTSD, so it doesn't bother me. But yeah, so after that we got one more event tomorrow. Myself and my girlfriend, we're gonna take two of the old bikes and we're gonna run down to the vintage bike little meetup, cars and coffee. Well, not cars, but coffee. Well, not coffee either, because it's 4th of July and the coffee shop's gonna be closed. So it's just gonna be a bunch of old guys and, you know, me and my girlfriend. So we're gonna take the 360, the blue one, and I'm gonna take the RD350. We're gonna run them down there. It's down in Savannah, and of course I'll bring you along. But yeah.
Is yours going? No. Can someone turn mine on? Let me take a picture of you.
Oh, there you go. You just got turned on.
Come here, let me take a picture of you. What are you doing?
Is that all four?
Should.
Yeah, I think all four got it.
Right here. Guys, as you can see, got two of the old bikes out. I haven't done a video on either one of these yet, but Mary Beth and I, we're gonna jump on these guys and we're gonna run down to Savannah. They're doing a bikes and coffee. They do it every Sunday. It's a bunch of old guys get together. They ride all different kinds of bikes. It says vintage, so I try to take an old bike down there. The old guys, you know, they like the old bikes, so Gonna go ahead and get suited up and head on down there. I'll bring you back when we're down there. All right, so here we are down in Savannah, downtown, Broughton and Whitaker. This is typically where they do the bikes and coffee, but unfortunately, we're the only two here. So I'm guessing because the coffee shop is closed, I guess people didn't want to show up. I don't know, maybe it's just the 4th of July parties and stuff going on. Maybe they had a little too much to drink last night or feeling a little under the weather. I mean, we are talking about, you know, a bunch of older guys, so I wasn't feeling too hot myself this morning. So yeah, so we're here and we're getting ready to get back on the bikes and head back to Pooler, since you know, there's nobody here to share the fun with. But here you go, here's the blue bike, CB360 1974 version. This is the bike that Mary Beth rides. She likes it. I like it. It's a good little bike. And this is a 75 RD350. She's the 2-stroke version, so you know, it's loud. It's like a dirt bike, riding a dirt bike on the street. But you know, it's a fun little bike to ride. Mary Beth doesn't like it, says it has too much power, too much zip, and you know, you do have to you have to stay on it, stay in the pipe. It is, like I said, 2-stroke. So here's my cool helmet. You know, today is actually the 4th of July, so I figured I'd wear my Stars and Stripes helmet. But yep, here are the bikes we rode, and we're gonna pack it up and head back to Pooler, where it is cooler because there's AC in the house. It's hot down here, so see you back there. All right, so we're back. We took the scenic route back. You know, these old little bikes, they don't like the interstate too much, so we took the scenic route back. I do have to say that this was the longest voyage for me on the RD. You know, I picked it up not too long ago. Really haven't had a chance to really put it through its paces. It runs great. I haven't done anything to this bike since I got it. I actually got it in a trade. I got it from Mike down at Coastal Empire Moto. I made mention of his shop in my first video, but you know, so it was his personal bike. You know, I know he went through it, and the engine is still getting broken in. He's done a lot of work to it. You know, crank, bearings, pistons, rings, all that stuff on the motor. So there's really not a lot that I need to do on this bike right now. There will be some you know, riding type maintenance that's going to need to be done on it once I get more miles on it. But like I said, that was the longest ride, and I think we went about 25 miles. So yeah, but it ran great, no issues. And then over here on the blue bike, you know, this is the bike that Mary Beth rides, and she's been riding it a bunch. But I have to say, I'm pretty proud of her. That was the first time she's actually ridden down into downtown Savannah. You know, we've been staying out here, you know, out in the suburbs. We've ridden further out, you know, towards the sticks, you know, of South Georgia. But that was the first time she went downtown Savannah. So you know, I'm pretty proud of her. And yeah, so although the meetup was, you know, a bust, you know, I had 4 events that I wanted to shoot at this weekend. 2 of them were a bust, but the other 2, you know, not too bad. So yeah, I'm gonna, since I got these out and I haven't gone over them yet, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick little overview of them. So this is a 1974 CB360, like I said, downtown. It's been repainted. The previous owner, she had it painted. I bought it from a female doctor. Believe it or not, she was an infectious disease doctor, and I bought it right before COVID happened. So I don't know if that was a sign, but whatever. She complained that it would cut out on her. She'd be riding it and it would cut out, and so I picked it up pretty cheap. As soon as I started looking at it, I knew exactly what was wrong with it. These old Hondas, you know, old bikes, old wiring, but this bike had a Pamco ignition system in there, and I don't know if you like them or not. I'm not really a fan of the Pamcos. They're pretty hard to adjust, so I ditched it, took it off. It actually stopped working completely, so I took it off and I put the bike back to points. You know, why not? That's what they're manufactured with. Why not put them back to points? So I put it back to points, and it seems to run great. So I really haven't had any issues with it. It does have a lower set of bars. These aren't the original. They'd be a little bit higher bars. These mirrors came off from my CB360 that were that's in the garage, that I've totally changed up. So it does have a Mac exhaust, if you can see. Yeah, there, it's a Mac. It sounds, you know, it's a little, it's got a little bit of a pop to it. It's louder, but other than that, it's pretty stock. Oh, I did get a new set of blinkers for it. The blinkers that were on it, they were like Amazon special blinkers, and you know, they just weren't getting it done. So I bought a better set of blinkers for it. But other than that, really, I really haven't done anything to it. Did just a little bit of adjusting on the carburetors and the brakes. I tightened up the chain, lubricated, you know, that kind of stuff. But other than that, I really haven't done anything to the bike. So she's a good runner. I'm extremely happy with that purchase. So okay, so the other bike here, like I said downtown before, it's a 1975 Yamaha RD350. She's a two-stroker. She's you know, she pings. She sounds like a dirt bike. It smells wonderful. I have some Klotz two-stroke oil in it, and you know, it does good. Yeah, it smells great. You stop at a stoplight and you can smell Klotz the whole time, which is fun if you like that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said just a few minutes ago, I really have done nothing to this motorbike. I traded for it. You know, Mike and I, we both felt like we got a good deal out of the trade. So you know, that's a good deal in my book. I'm not going to tell you what I traded for him, because I don't want the the guys that are like, oh, you made a terrible trade, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not gonna say what I traded. It was a Honda, but yeah, so I'm really happy. Bike runs good, you know, rides nice. I've been putting around town on it. I really haven't taken it out for a nice spin like that. So I'm really happy with it. I know Mike's happy with the bike that he got. He's actually sold it already. So I traded with him. He did a bunch of work to it, and he sold it, so that's good for him. This bike will be for sale, because that's what I do. I buy and sell bikes. I work on them, fix them. This bike will be for sale. I've had it online a couple of times for sale, and really I've had a few bites, but you know, nothing you know, panned out, obviously, because I still have it. This bike unfortunately doesn't have a title, so I am going to try and do the registration through Vermont. There's a way you can go through Vermont DMV, give them a bill of sale, and blah blah blah. They'll give you a certificate of origin, and you can then take that and come to whatever state you're in, and get a title for it. Get a title for whatever vehicle you have. So Georgia is a no title state, which means they do a VIN number check to make sure that the bike is not stolen. Of course, I knew the bike wasn't stolen because Mike, it was one of his personal bikes, and he would ride it. So I knew the bike wasn't stolen. I typically don't buy bikes without titles. That's usually one of my first questions when I go to look at a bike, or before I even go to look at a bike. I ask, do you have a title for it? It's just easier to sell. You know, it makes it easier for the guys in states that actually have to have a title. So that's one of my things. I don't typically buy bikes without titles, but that bike, you know, she tickled my fancy. I really like the 2-strokes. So I went ahead and, you know, I did the trade. I figured I was gonna have the bike for a while. I actually got the bike before I even planned to do this whole YouTube stuff. So, you know, I didn't really plan on it. Plan on the YouTube thing, and then, you know, just kind of things change, and, you know, I got some inspiration from a few YouTubers and whatnot. So, yeah. So those are the 2 bikes, and they look pretty good. Run and ride pretty well. So I think this video is going to be part of a like a montage of the 4th of July weekend, all the little events that I went to. Like I said, I was planning on 4. 2 of them were a bust. The cars and coffee. For some reason, the coffee part, the cars and bike coffee things, they didn't pan out today or this weekend. So, which is, you know, not a big deal, because they do the vintage thing every weekend or every Sunday, and every weekend around here there's a cars and coffee. So, you know, I'll definitely get some footage of the local, you know, automobiles and bikes. So yeah, this is, you know, should be you know, it's a good weekend. And that's how I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave you with a nice look at the old CB360. All right, so let's go. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. If you like it, you know, like, share, please share. I'll try to get it out there. You know, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If this is your first time finding me, you know, do it yourself, do it right. Go back and check out the other couple of videos that I've got uploaded. The first one, you know, it's the first video. It's a little rough, but the second one, yeah, the second one's better. At least I think the second one's better. So like I said, it's gonna do it. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, you know, all that stuff you do after the video's over, and we'll see you again later.